Okay, Mindshifters, this is going to be a video about how we want to check our credit score. I'm also going to show you in another video, or maybe the same one, of how you can go to annualcreditreport.com to retrieve your credit report. And each of us can get a free credit report every year. You don't have to pay for it. It will not give you your credit score, but it will actually just go through everything you've ever had. So anyways, let's get to the four, no, I think five different sites I'm going to walk you guys quickly through. I may give you guys my pros and cons for Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, NerdWallet, WalletHub, Lending Tree. And I'll do a little rating at the end of these. So essentially, I remember Credit Karma from the commercials years ago when I had TV. I haven't had a TV for a year. Why I say years ago? The last time, like a year ago, I remember seeing commercials for Credit Karma. So I decided to check it out. And as you can see, my credit score is horrible. It was actually in the 500s, guys. I had got into some issues a few months ago. See what had happened was, but it went up to like 640 and then it went down. And I'll explain that too, because I am doing the Dave Ramsey plan. So essentially, as I'm paying off my credit, I'm also closing an account, which is part of the FICO's formula that for temporarily or maybe even for the long haul, my credit score is going to go down. So I like this website a lot. Gives you the last day that the different creditors reported, or I guess that they checked in with the different creditors, the accounts, 9 active accounts. I closed one, I had 10. So it kind of goes through everything in detail. And you can I'm going to click on my account so you guys can see. Essentially, this site monitors or gets information from TransUnion and Equifax, and it's missing a third, the third, I forget, I can't think of it right now. I think it's TransUnion, Equifax, and the third one escapes me right now, guys. There's three companies that make up they give a composite score for your credit score. So the total balances is going down. I like it. I like it. As you can see, I've disputed this Discover. I've disputed this, so we're going to see how this goes. Because I talked to Discover. Discover's ruthless. They savage. And I discussed with them. And I thought we had a situation, an understanding going. And then they actually reported me the day that I paid my back payments to them. This is the Chase. I feel like they're missing one. Hold up. Okay, no, Discover. This is Chase. This is Sears, which Bank of America should be zero. It went down to $1. That's a whole nother story, guys. But again, it shows 7 closed accounts and my student loans. And they include this Navy Federal Credit, this personal loan under the student loans. I don't know why. But essentially everything looks good. So this is a good way to sort of check your site. They give you recommendations. Let me show you the recommendations. They try to keep you enslaved. You're not going to keep me hooked up to the matrix. I'm getting unplugged. And so essentially they're telling me the way to raise my credit score is to actually apply for credit. So no, guys, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all, but this is what they do. And so I noticed that's the recommendations from all of these sites, but Credit Karma is actually pretty good. It's not my favorite. I'm going to tell you guys my favorite at the end of this. Okay, so we are on to Credit Sesame. I actually like this, but it is a really aggressive about, recommendations. They send me alerts like I want to say every day. And so again, they give you a credit score They also break it down as far as like your scorecard. So you see, I have a D in payment history because I have that one negative mark from Discover. But that's how to get into your mindset. No one wants a D. Okay, I don't want a D. I want to pay off all my credit cards and close everything. So essentially, I have a zero. Anywho's, but again, they're very forthcoming. The first page is like, we want you to apply. We think you're going to pre-qualify. It says build credit stability by adding a new long-term account. You're only two accounts from the credibility stability goal. And so what I've learned, my son is studying or psychology. His last year, he took a AP psychology, and we're doing research about color psychology, mood psychology. But look at the colors they have, like having the green going from current to why is credit stability important. Look, your total credit limit is 59,600. How much more credit would you like to have? None, zero. See what you could do to improve your credit usage grade. 77% current credit usage, potential credit usage. So again, they're trying to get me to apply for more credit. So I like this. I like this. I like this because for some reason it's just aesthetically, it seems like Credit Karma, but it just to me is aesthetically pleasing to me. I really haven't really sat down to think of why, but it essentially is the same as Credit Karma. So it's nothing special here. I'm trying to go to my actual credit report, credit score, so you can see how they broke it down. I think go back to, let's see, going back, credit report. Let's see. I clicked on credit report, and it gives me the credit analysis, payment history. What do I have an F in? Credit usage. That means like, the amount of credit I'm at the sort of the limit of usage. What's the A? Credit age. Oh yeah, I've been married for 20 years, 22 years. And, or enslaved rather. You have more inquiries than creditors and lenders like to see. Okay. So they kind of give me the tips to increase my credit, and one is apply for a new credit card that can better your credit, and build credit stability by adding a new long-term account. Apply for a new credit card that can better your credit. So that's kind of both sites are encouraging me to do this. I was trying to break down so you guys can see who's actually I forget. I think this just only captures one of the creditors, one of the crediting agencies. I can't. I'm trying to see, guys. I forgot. But anyway, so essentially it's the same as Credit Karma. Let's just move on, and I'll come back and try to figure out if So I really, I have three more to show you guys. Nerd Wallet, I really like. One, the sign in is different from the Credit Karma and Credit Sesame, where you do the classic password, username and password. This one allows you to sign in through your Google, or I guess any email. I have Google, so it allowed me to sign in through my email, and I think Facebook. I'm not sure. But as we can see, it kind of gives you your nerd's eye view. FYI, your credit utilization change, which has a big impact on your credit score. Very nice. Your credit score went up this week. I really, again, aesthetically, I just like it a lot. It's not bombarding me with all of they're like everyone else. They want you to get more loans too, but it's not like this bombardment, which I appreciate. There seems to be, let's see, credit score. So I just clicked on there for the credit score, and it says it's poor today. Okay, so this is when we kind of get sore. I already have Discover, and it's horrible. And so it goes into the payment history, credit utilization. Let's see, history. So this is just based on one credit, one credit bureau, which is TransUnion. So it doesn't include Experian. So we just have, like I said, I've actually increased my credit score from I don't think it's ever was that low, at least ever since I had a credit score. It was in the 500 skies. And I'll show you that video of how to improve your credit score. So it gives me the history. And if I go to, essentially, that's kind of it, you know. It tells me if I click on credit score, that's kind of what I get. And I like the simplicity of it. You can also click on debt and it'll show you all of your debt in the breakdown. I like that. It kind of gives you like this little like debt-free date stimulator. But it says 9.5 years until you're debt free. Unlock my real numbers. So spending. So I like it. Like I said, aesthetically, it doesn't really get too detailed. But I like how it looks. I really do. So that's just kind of easy. And I just like the fact that I'm not bombarded with like sign up for or some more credit. So let's move on. We're going to, so yeah, it gives you a breakdown. Like I said, it says nice, your credit usage dropped from 77 to 70%. Try the tips below to make it even bigger dent. So as you can see, and this is what I mean by utilization, guys. You see how it shows like for each. Okay, Wells Fargo should be closed. Bank of America using $1. They're just ridiculous. But it kind of gives you the breakdown of each sort of bill. So we're going to stop that. We're going to move on to WalletHub. Okay, guys, WalletHub is probably by far my favorite. Of the five, I think WalletHub and Lending Tree I really like. It does kind of course, it goes into giving me some ads about applying for credit cards, but it essentially gives you my credit score up front for credit. It just uses TransUnion, and it has a dashboard. You can see it has offers, credit analysis, debt payoff, credit report, holiday budget. So these are all the offers. What's my credit analysis? So I do like the fact that, it gives you all of the inquiries, missed payment. And I told you I disputed that right here. You can see number 3. It tells you how can you improve your credit score. Of course, great news. We believe that your credit score will improve by 24 points in the next 6 months if you manage your finances responsibly. This is an upgrade from bad credit to fair credit. We ran numerous simulations and the results show that you just need to pay your bills on time. Avoid letting your monthly balance go up. Keep your credit report clear of negative information and avoid new credit applications. Just look at that. They give me my breakdown. So this too, they do like a scorecard, right? For payment histories, I have a B. For collection accounts and public records, an A. Credit utilization, a D. Debt load, a C. Account age and account diversity, hard inquiries. So I really, like I said, I like the simulators. What happens to my score if? So they give you different scenarios. So if any guys are wondering how to increase your credit score, you can always go to those scenarios and try to play that game. Um, Here's the dashboard and 6 wallet fitness tasks. Let's see what that is. Lets you know about changes to your credit and ways to save money. Review your wallet fitness tasks to stay on top of your credit and find the most savings. And again, it gives a breakdown. And this is a good way to verify if you do review multiple credit scoring sites, just to make sure your information is accurate. This is what I'm saying. Bank of America and this $1. They just, I can't with Bank of America sometimes. So yes, I had a timeshare. I'm gonna do a video about that, guys. Let's move on. Excuse me. Okay, so I really like this. This is probably by far my favorite. We're gonna check out Lending Tree, and then you get to decide which one works for you. But at least you have some options. Okay, Mindshifters, this it is. This is it. Like I said, last but not least, my favorites are WalletHub and Lending Tree. So we're just gonna review this. I like Lending Tree. And like I said, my last report, it says it was a 641. And because I'm paying off debt, it's now 625. That's because of credit utilization. I'm also closing the credit scores, the credit accounts. So that's lowering my the amount of credit that I have overall. So in their world, that's a bad thing. So you see the utilization, noteworthy changes and highlights. This is as soon as I logged in, this is what I saw. Again, I like this login as well. You don't need your username and password. You can log in through your email, which is really awesome. Okay. Your missed payments could be hurting your credit. Like, okay. So there's one ding from Discover. Oh, Discover. To just, don't me for selecting them. That's why I can't wait to get rid of them. Are you in the market for a new credit card? No. Okay. So of course, if anyone's familiar with Lending Tree, if you've been in my world where you're always, or back in the day, you borrowed from Peter to play Paul and Paul to play Peter, you know about Lending Tree and Lending Club and all these others. Best Egg, you know about all of them. So again, towards lower on the website is when you're going to get the ads for credit cards. No, thank you. Again, my credit score is the same with all of the other 4 sites we checked out, which is awesome. That's verifying that all the information is the same. This one, it kind of gives us a graphical picture. I like it. Again, the aesthetics I like. It's kind of simple and clean. It tells you what's determining your credit score. It gives me that report card. I like this summary too, because now you get to see the formula. Payment history. I've been indebted for over 2 decades, guys. Age of credit, very good. Look at that. Those are the things I get the green marks in. How long I've had credit. Sad. Utilization is poor. And it tells you, I like how it tells you the importance. So that's how you getting to see like the formula. Negative marks, excellent, medium, credit inquiries, good, available credit, and the importance is very low. So in order for me to improve my credit score, which I may try to plug back in the matrix if I want to try to refinance to a 15-year fix, because right now I have a 30-year arm, like an arm. So it goes up, it adjusts every 5 years, or it can't go beyond a certain amount. And I'll break down that as well, guys. So I may try to plug back in the matrix, and I'll show how I can get my credit score to the 700s in 30 to 60 days. So if anyone's interested in that, again, you all know I'm doing a Dave Ramsey. I don't want a credit score at all, but it's going to be this utilization one is the one that I would try to work the ratios of my debt in order to do that. And one way is to platform or credit, which I'm not going to do. And another is to look at my debt snowball And instead of trying to pay down my debt completely, I may try to pay down my debt till it's at least 50% or 35% of the balance. And that way, it's a whole formula, guys. But you can even see it, how your credit utilization is calculated. You see 46,000 credit card, the total amount of credit, even especially the ones that I paid off. So you can continue to pay off more, and that'll lower the utilization as well. Or I could try to play the formula. Your credit utilization is too high. That means you're using too much of your available credit and may severely damage your credit score. Given your credit score, we recommend you try debt relief if most of your credit is devoted to paying your debt. And I'll tell you guys why I think if you can avoid the debt relief programs, but if you have to do what you have to do, go ahead and do it. There's no judgment over here, guys. So Lending Tree, essentially, you see this, look at the top tabs. You have dashboard, mortgage, vehicle, student, personal, credit card, financial help. Let's click on financial help. So again, I already disputed Discover. Debt relief, we'll talk about that in another video. Credit repair. Let's see what credit repair is. So to me, the ties between Lending Tree and WalletHub. Okay. Okay, it talks about what credit repair is. Okay, gives their site. Let's see. Also, credit analyzer. And so this is essentially it, guys. So you have 5 sites to choose from. There's probably many more sites, but remember, you don't have to do any of this. You could just get your credit report from annualcreditreport.com. We all get one free credit report per year or every 12 months. You can pull your credit just to kind of check off things that way. Okay, your annual okay, you have to go through a little cycle. Okay, so that was good. Going back to the dashboard, I want to see which credit bureaus actually make up this composite score. And I don't, okay, I'm trying to see, okay. So this, I like Lending Tree because this was launched by the 3 major credit bureaus, which is Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. I was trying to remember that one from the early one. So this is a really good, this was probably going to be my favorite because I don't think any of the other sites used the scoring from all 3 credit bureaus. I think some of them had 2 out of the 3 or just 1. So Lending Tree is going to be my favorite one just because of that. Okay. And I like the breakdown. This is accurate breakdown. Some of the other sites had my student loan. They combined that Navy Federal Credit Union, but this is accurate. It's just mortgage, student loan, student, personal, and credit card. So I like I think this is the most accurate. It doesn't show Bank of America being paid off. And it's not showing my Sears being paid down, but I guess they only report once a month. So this is my favorite. Lending Tree is my favorite, guys. Mindshifters, we can do it. I hope this is helping someone out, even if it's just helping you wake up and just being curious about what is going on. What is your credit score? We can do it. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I will see you soon.